بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is Unit 3, Form, Meaning and Function. Form, Meaning and Function. If you remember this lesson, which means that we'll be answering lots and lots of exercises about this lesson. But before we do that, let's revise what we previously took in the writing lesson. And from the picture here, you can know that what's the theme of this unit. Yes, of course, it's focusing on animals, different animals. Lately, especially the dolphins. If you see here, if you remember the questions here, work in pairs, groups. What do you know about dolphins? What would you like to find out about them? Read the text and find out. If you remember, we read a text about dolphins, all about dolphins, that they are mammals that claim to have evolved from land mammals for some or 60 million years ago. Then we answer these questions. Question B here, if you remember, then we filled this chart, or I asked you to fill this chart about what you know and what you want to know and what you have learned. What you know, the K here. The W, what you want to know, something that you're curious, you want to know about it. And after you have done your research, what did you learn? So you say, I learned, then you filled this chart. Then we took the writing corner here. When you write a descriptive essay about species, when you write a descriptive essay, try not to copy the information that you have found as is. Don't copy it as it is. Read it, make notes, and then rephrase. This is the key word here. Rephrase in your own words. Make the description more attractive. Know your audience. Make it more attractive for your readers by adding personal feelings and opinions. Notice that when referring to the animal, you may repeat its name. You may repeat its name or use a pronoun or a distinguishing feature, as in these incredible hunters, for example, when you're referring to lions, or refer to it through its category, the category, this bird, these creatures, and so on. Select information that is genuinely interesting. Share your feelings, for example, your enthusiasm, your fondness, your interest, etc. with your reader. So jumping to today's lesson, form, meaning and function. These are today's objectives. Put adjectives in the correct position. So we'll be studying adjectives and we'll be learning their positions. Derive adjectives from nouns and verbs. So we'll be deriving or forming adjectives, taking adjectives, forming them from nouns and verbs. Use all, both, neither, and none to compare two or more things, and of course lots more. So beginning here with the adjectives. Position of the adjectives. Use adjectives to describe nouns. Of course we know adjectives, we use them to describe nouns. Place adjectives either after the verb, pay attention here, after the verb be or before a noun. So where do we put the adjective? Either after the verb be or before a noun. So dolphins are, so this is the verb to be, are intelligent. Dolphins are intelligent. Cats are very independent. Cats are very independent. Giant pandas may become extinct in the future. So dolphins are intelligent. Cats are very independent. These are examples of the adjective coming after the verb to be. You say dolphins are intelligent animals. Intelligent animals. So this is the noun coming after the adjectives. As you said here, before the noun. So the noun here, animals, this is the adjectives. Tigers are very independent animals. Giant pandas are an endangered species. Endangered, this is the adjective. Species here is the noun. Note here, we use become to describe a changing situation. Become, we use it, it's an adjective of course, to describe a changing situation, a situation changing from A to B. He is becoming more and more attractive to this language, for example. So becoming here is an adjective. An adjective follows the verb to be, of course. Become describes changing situation. We can also use get in the same way. So become describes a changing situation. We can also use get for the same way. For example, let's go inside. The baby is getting cold. Let's go inside. The baby is getting cold. So getting here is an example of describing a changing situation. The baby was warm. Now he's becoming cold. So the baby is getting cold. This is how we describe a changing situation. Or for example, when you say, let's go, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored. I was excited in the beginning. Now I became bored. So this is the example of become or get in a changing situation. Adjectives from verbs and nouns. If you remember, in the objectives, we say we'll be deriving, forming adjectives from verbs and nouns. Let's see how. A lot of adjectives are formed from verbs and nouns. A lot of adjectives, not all adjectives. A lot of adjectives are formed or derived from verbs and nouns. Many adjectives are formed by adding the following suffixes. The suffixes are the letters you see at the end of the word. For example, y, ful, like careful, less, like careless, for example, ate, al, ive, ous, ic, ed, or ing. You can notice a lot of suffixes here again. Y, ful, less, less, ate, ate, al, ive, ous, ic, ed, or ing. We'll be taking all of these examples now. For example here, the noun is health. The noun is health. Health is very important. The adjective is healthy. Keeping pets healthy is very important. So we added the y. Health, healthy. Noun, you won't get much use out of that bag. You won't get much use out of that bag. So this is the noun. The adjective is useless. That bag is useless. So this is here less. Also the noun here, that tall building in Dubai made a big impression on the tourist. So here is an impression. This is the noun. The adjective is impressed. So adjective, I felt impressed when I saw the very tall hotel or building. Continuing here, the noun, please take care when feeding the animals. Please take care, the noun care here. And the adjective is careful. Careful, F-U-L, careful. Please be careful. So care, the noun care becomes careful. Or if you want to say careless, it's the same. Young children have a lot of energy. Energy. This is the noun, energy. Young children are very energetic. This is the IC here, energetic. So energy becomes energetic. He has a lot of energy. He is very energetic. Or you can say, of course, here, the tourists found the tall building in Dubai very impressive. If you want to say here, impressed or impressive, of course. And the verb here is impress. So the verb impress, the adjective is impressive. So you can change verbs or nouns to adjectives, of course. Exercise A here, read the sentences and write the correct form of the adjective. Write the correct form of the adjective from the word or words given in the parentheses. Number one day in 1969, John Rendell and Anthony Burke saw a real live lion cub in a London apartment store window. So the noun here is life and the adjective is live. So this one is already done. Number 2, the lion is said to have been an, here, this is the first one, and extremely cat. So we have two nouns here, affection and cooperation. Affection and cooperation. So the lion is said to have been an affectionate, very good, and extremely, so cooperation. How do we make it an adjective? Yes, cooperative, very good. The lion is said to have been an affectionate and extremely cooperative cat. Sometimes we refer to lions as cats. When Christian saw his old friends, he ran towards them, stood on his back legs, and, so this is the first one here, gave each of them a long and embrace. So, when Christian, the lion of course here, saw his old friends, he ran towards them and stood on his back legs, and so we have joy and love. Joy and love. So, and very good. Joyful. Yes, and joyfully gave each of them a long and, yes, loving embrace. So, when Christian saw his old friends, he ran towards them, stood on his back legs, and joyfully gave each of them a long and loving embrace. Number 4, punctuation. Phil is easily the most groundhog in the world, and the name is fame. So the most what in the world? What's the adjective from fame? This is an easy one. Famous, the most famous groundhog in the world. Number 5, elephants in captivity should be given pedicures to keep their feet what? And the noun is health. The noun is health. It's already done. Yes, very good. Healthy. Number 6, he is a and strong horse. So we're describing the horse here. A what? And the noun here is beauty. How do you describe the horse using beauty? Yes, very good. Beautiful. He's a beautiful and strong horse. Ali owns a very young horse, and we have energy. Energy. Remember the word energy? How did it become adjective? Yes, very good. So Ali owns a very energetic young horse. Many true stories demonstrate that horses are human companions, and the word is loyalty. How do we derive the adjective from loyalty? Yes, loyal. So that horses are loyal human companions. Exercise B, choose an animal to research and talk about. Find out about its origins, the beginnings, the origins here, diet, the way they eat, appearance, and characteristics. Make comparisons between your animal and the other animals or breeds. Tell your partner about your animal. So you can choose any animal and write research about it, their diet, their appearance, the way they look. Do they have a mouth or a jaw or anything? So pick an animal, write a research about it, the appearance, their diet, how do they eat, their nature, are they violent or not? So here, and also the characteristics. Make comparison. So when you finish, make a comparison, compare between what you wrote and what your colleague or your friend wrote. Tell your partner about your animal. Here's a language builder for you. A lot of adjectives are formed from verbs and nouns. Many adjectives are formed by adding the following suffixes: y, ful, less, ate, al, iv, ous, iced, or ing, as we mentioned earlier. All, both, neither, none. We use all, both, neither, and none to compare two or more things, places, animals, or people. So we use these words, all, both, neither, and none, to compare two or more things or places, animals, people, or whatsoever. So all tigers cheetahs, leopards, and lions are big cats. So all tigers, 2 or more. Remember, 2 or more. All tigers, cheetahs, leopards, and lions are big cats. Both cheetahs and leopards are fast animals. So both, we know these are just 2. When we say both, you know that it's not 2 or more, it's just 2. Both of them. So both means 2. Both cheetahs and leopards are fast animals. Neither tigers nor lions can be domesticated. So neither and both, only 2, not more than 2. Both, when it's affirmative, both cheetahs and leopards. Neither if it is negative. Neither tigers nor lions can be domesticated. So both and neither, only 2. None of the big cats can be domesticated. They are all wild animals. They are all wild animals. So all and none, 2 or more, both and neither, just 2. Both and neither refer to 2 people or 2 things, as we said before. Both and neither refer to 2 people or 2 things. All or none refer to 3 or more people or things. For example, all of them are teachers. So we have 3 or more teachers. None of them are math teachers. All of them teach science. None of them teach math. Neither means not one and goes with singular verbs and nouns. So neither, it's negative, not one. Do you want this or that? When you say neither, so you didn't choose anything. For example, both of them are teachers. So we're talking about 2 here. Both of them are teachers. Neither of them is a math teacher. Both of them teach science. Neither of them teaches math. The form here, we say all or both, neither, none. Then we write of. Then we write the subject. Then we continue with the auxiliary verb or the main verb. So we choose the word here, then the word of. Then we write the subject. When you say both of them are math teachers, for example, and so on. So this is the form. Continuing here, both and, neither nor, either or. Both and, neither nor, either or. So let's read it together. Both and, neither nor, either or are all paired conjunction. Paired conjunctions. They are used to link 2 words, phrases, or clauses of the same type. So this is, pay attention here. They are used, why do we use it? To link 2 words or 2 phrases or 2 clauses of the same type. For example, nouns are linked with nouns. Adjectives linked with adjectives, and verbs are linked with verbs. So let's read some examples here. My favorite animal is either an elephant or a camel. So either an elephant or a camel. So elephant and camel are both nouns. Both camels and elephants are intelligent animals. Both and camels and elephants are adjectives. When connecting 2 subjects with both and, be sure to use plural verb. Pay attention. When connecting 2 subjects, both and, be sure to use plural verb. Let's see the example here. Both my father and his boss were. So make it plural here. Were, don't say is, say were. Present at the meeting. Both my father and his boss were present at the meeting. When connecting 2 subjects using either or neither nor, the choice to use a singular or plural verb depends on the subject that is closer to the verb. So when you want to connect 2 subjects using either or, neither nor, see which one is closer to the verb, then go with it. Neither my uncle nor my brother want to see the documentary. So neither my uncle nor my brother want. But when I say neither my brothers, nor my uncle wants. So because here brothers is plural, so that's we removed the S here. But when we said uncle here, because it's singular, that's why we said wants. Again, neither my uncle nor my brothers want. Neither my brothers nor my uncle want to see that documentary. Exercise C here, read the fact boxes about two well-known personalities. Write sentences about the two people using both, neither, and either. So we'll be writing about these two people, Prince Sultan bin Salman and Majid Abdullah, using neither, using what we studied today, of course, neither, both, or either, compare with a partner. So beginning with Prince Sultan bin Salman here, you know him, the astronaut, of course. He was born in 1956 in Riyadh. He completed university and flight training in the US. He was on the Saudi Media Committee during the 1984 Olympics. He was the youngest person to fly on the Space Shuttle Discovery at the age of 28. He helped with the organizations for the disabled. He became Secretary General of the Saudi Commission for Tourism and Antiques. He became involved in preserving Saudi architectural heritage. So this is Prince Sultan bin Salman. Going to Majid Ahmed Abdullah, he was born in Jeddah. He moved to Riyadh with his family when he was very young. Majid Ahmed Abdullah, one of the best football strikers in the history of Saudi Arabia. He scored 4 goals against India during the 1984 Summer Olympics. Summer Olympics in 1984. Many newspaper articles have been written about him. So the first one is already done for you. Both Prince Sultan bin Salman and Majid Ahmed Abdullah spent their childhood in Riyadh. Neither I nor my brother have seen a better football striker than Majid Ahmed Abdullah. So write any sentence or 2 sentences using what we have studied today. You can choose any sentence, neither, nor, both, and so on. For example, I chose here both Prince Sultan bin Salman and Majid Ahmed Abdullah were with the Saudi team in the 1984 Olympics. Or I said neither Prince Sultan bin Salman nor Majid Ahmed Abdullah were unhelpful to raise the Saudi Arabian name. So neither nor here, this is neither nor, and both of them, both and. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.